Hello, guys. Can you hear me? I'm Hanjun. I'm the CTO of Active Secretary, and today I'm going to make use of this session to explain to you how your smartphone can be spying on you on different ways. So this session is a very regular webinar organized by Active Secretary, basically for our listeners and our viewers to get to know us and our range of products. And today I'll be focusing more on this smartphone because the smartphone is actually um, one of the products that we are focusing on. Now let me just go through the slides with you. So today's slide that we'll be using is this particular one that is called "Your Smartphone is Spying on You." We'll be focusing on this particular slide. So, because of the use of growing use of smartphone for many kinds of lifestyle events, such as entertainment, learning, education, and so on, that is why now the smartphone is like a essential part of everybody's lifestyle right now. That is why we are focusing a lot more on the security advice for this um, for this particular device. Right, let us just go through in detail what is the slide about. So based on our research, the cyber attack on smartphone has been growing, especially in this year. So this year has grown by about 151%. That is a really large increase compared to last year. Last year was less than 50%, and this year is 151. And our research have shown that that is because it's due to malicious actors and hackers starting reliance to use AI model to circumvent some of the security systems that the phones are using. And the hackers, they're exploiting different ways to take private information from you. So they're starting to take photographs of you, videos. Then in addition to that, they are also using the microphone. Okay, let me just go through. Let's just move on. So this is the way that the malicious actor will actually take private information from you. That is to use the camera function on your phone. So there's basically three types of methods that they are taking private information. One is to take long form videos, that is to take continuous video of you. That is long form I define as more than 30 seconds in order to capture your motion. Anything that's more than 30 seconds is actually very risky for the hacker. If anything more than 30 seconds, they'll be discovered very easily. And this camera, when it activates, right, it doesn't show on the camera. Means that there's no light signal, there's no sound, and sometimes the phone is turned off. So you assume that the phone is off, the screen is off. So basically everything is off, and they are able to use the camera to take videos of you. So one is long form, like what I said. Long form is more than 30 seconds. Then the other one is to take short bursts. Short burst is less than 30 seconds. Or they will take photographs of you. So all these are taking place even though the phone screen is turned off. Then the other exploit is that you think that maybe you think that you'll be safe if you switch off the phone entirely. That is, you switch off the battery. But the phone, however, now the new one of the exploit is that it appears that when you turn off the phone, it appears that it's off, but the hacker has managed to invade the phone in such a way that even if it's off, it's a fake off, meaning that you think it's off, it's conserving battery, and the hackers won't be able to use the phone when the entire phone is turned off. But there is a fake off. Now the hackers are using something called a fake off, whereby you switch the phone off, but everything seems okay. It's not using any electricity and there's no signal. Everything seems is off, but the camera is there taking photographs of you, taking videos of you. So this is one thing to take note of. Then the other one is microphone spying. Yes, they are listening to conversations. So this conversation is the same, long form, short form. Anything that's more than 15 seconds is considered long form. Anything less than 15 seconds is considered short form. So sometimes, why? Because sometimes they want to take very long conversation, your entire conversation. They want to hear what you're saying, exactly what you're saying. Then short form means they might use another technique. So they take record conversations of you in short, less than 15-second clips. After that, they will try to exfiltrate this data out of their phone back into their server. What happens is that they take all these mini clips and they try to piece them together using AI. So even though these mini clips, when you hear them by itself, it doesn't present any meaning. But because of the use of AI, AI is very good at AI is very good at piecing summaries together to piece the entire meaning, even though each snippet is not connected to each other. So what happens is that the hacker or the malicious actor, they will run all this, they'll run all these segmented clips through the AI in order to get a full picture of what exactly you're saying. So this is another technique that they are using to spy on you. That is through the microphone. Okay, so the next one is clipboard harvesting. Clipboard harvesting is a very new form of hacking technique that's used by hackers nowadays, because in the past they used to be use another form of hacking technique called keyboard logger. And what happens when they use that um, technique is that they know exactly what you're typing when you're conversing with your friends. They are still using it, but if they use it, they'll know what you're typing in your conversations with your friends and so on. But it is the same thing with clipboard. But when they are attacking your clipboard, it means that they are getting very crucial, important information about you. And it means that they are planning to take over your social media accounts, your gaming accounts, and your banking transaction account. Every time a hacker or a malicious actor tries to attack your clipboard, they are always going for these three things: your social media account, your gaming account, and your banking account. I'll explain why later. Okay, no, I'll use the previous slide to explain. So what basically when you do cut and paste, what happens is that you only use cut and paste for important stuff, details of your life. So let's say if you want to cut you use cut and paste when you want to cut and paste password, OTPs, and banking codes, secure codes, authenticators codes. So you do all this when you're logging into your personal account. So when you cut and paste all this information, the hackers, they will quickly come into your system in order to take away this information exactly when you are doing this cut and paste. And what happens is that, let's say they want to take over your Facebook account, or what they do is that they will log into Facebook at the same time as you, but with your email account ready on their account or their computer. So what happens is that the moment you go into Facebook, let's say with a secured account with your password, you cut and paste or do something like this, then what they do is that they quickly take your password and put it into their Facebook account with your email and quickly take over your Facebook session. They love to do this because they love Facebook account, because Facebook is a place where a lot of people, they like to more elderly people are using Facebook. I would say that the older generation are using Facebook, but the hackers, they target various kind of social media sites as well in order to take over those accounts, to contact your friends, mainly to borrow money from your friends. Then another one is to they like to commit fraud and crime in your name. So it's everything is pinned down to you because the account belongs to you. So they're doing the crime in your name. And the other one is to extort you, because before that, they have already taken moments of your private moments in your video camera, in your smartphone's camera, in your phone's microphone. So what they do is that they take over a social media account and then they message you. threaten you to give them money. If not, they will send video and pictures of you, of your private moments, to your colleagues, to your friends, to your associates, and so on. So this is one way that they love to do what they love to do to their victims. Now I'll just move on to the next PowerPoint slide. So why do they do it? There are various reasons why they do it, but the most important thing is they want money from you. But there are also reasons that they want to bring you under their control. I've explained in earlier session that is evolving. So in addition, because the smartphone has made it easier for people to extort and to do various kinds of things to their victims, for the hackers to do their victims. So on top of money, the reasons that you see right here is all about money. There's banking theft, selling your details on the dark web, you know, direct fraud. So it's all about money. But now it's evolving. There's a new one that is they are trying to blackmail your corporate executives. So in this case, they actually already have your corporate executives in compromise moments. They already captured those moments. So they are using those moments to blackmail corporate executives. In return, they want the corporate executives, uh, like to for them to for the private moments to be not spread around. In return, the corporate executives have to leak confidential information about the company to the hackers. And this kind of hacking is often inspired by corporate espionage. That is very often conducted by competitors. It doesn't have to be competitors from within the industry in the same country. It can be, and very often, is competitors in another country. So it can be partly like it's commercial inspired, but it's also something like state inspired as well. So I've already gone through this. That is, they want to steal your identity because they want to commit crime in your name, and they also want to fraud your friends, take their money with your social media account. This one I've also said corporate espionage is a very common thing nowadays. A lot of competitors are doing this to in the industry. Is very dangerous. And I have, in my previous sessions, I have explained various ways that it is possible for someone even without access to your smartphone. All they have to do is they have access to your internet, or they just have to be close to your office building. And without even stepping into your building, they can start to exfiltrate different kinds of information about your company, and those information can be used to be translated into very important details about your products, the details about your products, and also your product launch date. And all these things can be used to take away market share from your company. This is a segment of talking about who exactly do hackers and malicious actors, who do they target. So there's a viral clip going on social media site that say that hackers and malicious actors only target those who are high value, high net worth, very rich. But actually, that's not the case, because nowadays, what may not be rich to you is actually rich to the hackers and malicious actors. Because even a common user, for someone who thinks that he or she is unimportant, just like me and the rest, what happens is that these people, they have a rich deposit of digital assets like Facebook account, Instagram account, X account, and these are gold to hackers. And plus, you have processing power that they need. So the processing power, what hackers and malicious actors do, right, is they are not like the large companies whereby they can build servers. So they have to think of various innovative way to get their processing power. So they try to steal this processing power from your phone, from your computer. So these are the way that they build up their arsenal of processing power, as opposed to, you know, the American companies and the Chinese company where they build servers here, there, everywhere. They don't do that. They make use of other people's processing power, and also they try to recruit all the smartphones and the computers as part of their bot army. So these are the ways that hackers, on top of getting your social media account, they take your processing power, they take over your phone for their bot operation, and they use your phone as a hacking attack on other phones. So there's a kind of hacking attack. It's called a DDoS. DDoS stands for distributed DOS attack. So what happens is that they hack your phone and use your phone to attack other people. So when the federal agencies or the intelligence agencies, they want to investigate a particular attack event, cyber attack event, or particular cyber crime event. So these intelligence agencies and this federal investigation agencies, they aren't able to pinpoint exactly where is the hacker from or where the malicious actors from. And if they do, they have to trace it all the way to thousands and hundreds of thousands personal smartphones and computers, because all these hackers, they are using your smartphone and your laptops to destroy corporate institution, education institution through all these DDoS attacks. Then the other one that they love to target is doctors. They love to target lawyers and corporate executives for reasons that I've said earlier. Executives, because they want to take away confidential information from your company, or they want to blackmail these corporate executives to do things for them, stealing company details and so on. They blackmail all these corporate executives for so many reasons. And these corporate executives, they stay blackmailed quietly throughout their entire career, because one single exposed by the hacker about their private life could literally destroy the corporate executive's entire life. So there are various ways that hackers and malicious actors use to trap all these corporate executives. So I'll go through this in my regular webinar, how to protect yourself from these moments. Don't expose yourself to these moments. Otherwise, the hackers and you'll be in the blackmail of the hackers and malicious actor your entire life. This is very dangerous for corporate executive. Lawyers, they deal with the dirt, with the legal cases of their clients. So a lot of their legal clients, they maybe engage in unsavory activities and got to have the lawyers to defend them legally. And that is why lawyers have a lot of dirt on their clients. And when you have a lot of dirt on your clients, these are ammo, these are supply for hackers' blackmail. So once they hack the lawyer, the law firm, they will be able to exfiltrate a lot of data, a lot of dirt on their clients that can be used to later hack the clients at a later stage. And doctors, the same thing. They want to know the doctor's patients' medical conditions. Some of them could be celebrities, some of them could be politicians, and they love to get the health records of politicians because they want to use that to expose the politician. Because some politicians, apparently, they could be, I don't say it, they must be, but they could be suffering from sexual health matters that is actually very embarrassing to the politician, especially if he needs to gather votes. And if this gets out, like, why does he have this kind of sexual health issue? And how did he even get this kind of sexual health medical condition in the first place? And that would be very detrimental to his political career. That is why hackers, they want to use this to extort the politicians. And some politicians, they don't report it at all, and this goes unnoticed throughout their entire career. Next is high. This is the high profile individuals. It's very attractive to malicious actors. They love to target celebrities. They love to target influencers. They love to target politicians. They love to take videos of politicians and celebrities, uh, the private moments of the celebrities, and they're keeping all these videos of celebrities very quietly. Sometimes the attack could take place over a period of months and years because they're slowly collecting a huge information of the celebrity. But now, um, they're doing this and they're doing other things as well, such as getting celebrities' faces and this to recreate certain scenes using AI. Then they try to extort using those kind of things as well. So the main thing now is to have a kind of mindset about these kind of hackers and malicious actors, in that they are already inside your phone, because it's very it's high likely that you have clicked on a website for you have clicked on some dubious website. Usually that's the case. And the other thing is that when you open PDF files, normally those PDF files, they have some of the PDF files, they have malicious links, and it's being designed and embedded on the document in such a way that when you scroll your phone, you accidentally click on those malicious links, because the hackers are masters of human behavior. So what they do is that they design the user interface in such a way that the malicious links is very easily clicked on when you just scroll the phone. So sometimes you got to be very careful. It's not about being careful about the hackers that you see and you try to keep away from, but it's more about adopting a kind of attitude that the hackers are already in your phone, and you should be suspicious of your own phone, and you should take extra caution to protect yourself against your own phone. So for today, I'll be introducing ActiveGuard, one of our cybersecurity product. It's free to download, and you can use this to protect yourself. There are several functions that ActiveGuard can be used to protect yourself against this kind of actors, especially those that are already living in your phone, such as the different functions such as the antivirus scans. And in addition to that, there's a highly advanced intrusion detection system. So when you install ActiveGuard on your phone, you are actually activating this intrusion detection system that monitors your phone 24 hours every single day for malicious activities, or in case malicious hackers they remotely log onto your phone. So once that happens, right, or this kind of attacks happen, the intrusion detection system will immediately detect this kind of events and surface to you to let you know what has happened. And very often, some apps they actually have been installed, or you already installed them after you buy it, or before you buy it, it was already there. But somehow or other, you never open up this app, and it's running in the background 24/7, taking information from you and sending information about you back to their server. And this app is very annoying because they're sending so much private information about you throughout the day, and in the first place, you don't even want to use them. You don't even want to use them, and you never open them, and they're sending information about you. If you download ActiveGuard, you will discover which app are spying on you. Because when you download ActiveGuard, you turn on the intrusion detection system. Turn it on, just leave it on, and then you pair it with the firewall within the system. Because when these two are turned on, it will both analyze the network traffic in detail on your phone, and you will discover which are the ones that are spying on you. I don't want to say which are the ones. It's not good to share over here, right? So you have to discover it for yourself. So all these are working behind in the background. Oh, plus there's other functions as well. There's detection of malicious activity, abuse of your microphone. They love to spy on you on the microphone. Malicious abuse of the camera. They like to use the camera to take videos and pictures of you. Even when the phone is turned off, the screen is off, they're still taking continuous videos of you. So they're still doing that. So when you turn it on, you'll be detected if the camera is being abused. Then there's the keylogger. So it'll protect you against stealing of your password, OTPs, and secure codes. Then one more thing is very interesting one. That is the lock-in activity monitor. So there are cases whereby it's a real case of one of our user, and what she did was that she turned on the lock-in activity monitor and left her phone on the table, on the work desk, and left for a 10 minutes break. And when she came back from her 10 minutes break and checked her phone, she saw that there was two failed login attempt on her phone. And at that time, there was just her and her colleague in the room. So obviously, the colleague tried to log into her phone when she was away for 10 minutes. She tried to log in on her phone, and she realized that she had to be very careful of this colleague, because she did try to log into her phone, and she didn't log in for the third time because she knows that if she tried the password or the pattern login style, and she failed for the third time, the phone will be blocked and she might be discovered. So they always try to log in 2 times. And she realized that this colleague tried to log into her phone 2 times, failed, and might be trying again. That is how she discovered the colleague tried to take things from her phone. And another very common case, I shan't go into too much detail about it, but a lot of spouses, they love to log into their spouse's phone for various reasons, but they want to look at their spouse's messages, WhatsApp messages. That's why you have to use the ActiveGuard's login activity monitor to understand if your spouse is actually trying to peek at your messages. And very often the case, they do. A lot of spouses do that. So this is what's happening behind the scene. Um, I've already gone through it, but the thing is, you'll be surprised that when you turn on all these functions in ActiveGuard, you'll be surprised that there are people who are willing, who wants to log into your phone to take information about you, your work colleagues who may seem very friendly, the nice looking lady who greets you every single morning. She wants to log into your phone and find out some dirt on you so that she can complain to the bosses about you. They are waiting to just pounce on you when the moment comes. And one more case is very common as well. There was another user who shared that she was alone in her office, put her phone on the table, and she left the login monitor on in order to see who tries to log into her phone. So she left the phone on the table. The cleaner was there. All right. In this case, it was the cleaner. And the cleaner was the one, she discovered that the cleaner was the one who who took her phone and tried to log into her phone, tried to see what's inside when she was away. So, different people just want to gain access to your phone. They want to have dirt on you. They want to find out things about you. And if you are good looking, it makes it worse. All right, it just makes it worse. So basically, I've gone through the various ways that hackers and malicious actors, they abuse certain functions on your camera to get information about you for extortion for various purposes. All you have to do is to download ActiveGuard on Google Play. You can download it by scanning the QR code, and this will bring you to the Google Play website. Then you can start using it for free. We also have ActiveGuard for Windows, but those are for current enterprise users. This is a cybersecurity solution to guard against malicious AI agents. In addition to, we have a new technology called Secure Wall. So the Secure Wall technology is a very highly advanced firewall that detects malicious AI agents, and it will take certain protective measures when they detect all these malicious AI agents uh, behavior turning rogue. Then they will take certain actions to stop everything. So anyway, for today's focus is more for ActiveGuard for Android. That's for our enterprise clients. But for common users like me, so we can start using this ActiveGuard to protect yourself. All you have to do is just scan the QR code on here, brings you to the Google Play website. And remember, don't download any site-loaded apps from dubious stores. You know, sometimes you need to pay certain amount of money to download a certain app on Google Play. Maybe some games, or maybe some platform that can stream free movies. You have to pay a sum of money for that on Google Play, on App Store, on Roo Store. But if you download this cracked version on a dubious website, then what it does is that it's free, but it comes at a cost. It's free because the malicious actor have already embedded some malicious software on this software, which you downloaded for free on their website, and they will basically start to abuse your they'll basically start to abuse your camera, microphone, and everything about you, everything on your phone in order to gain information about you. So don't download on dubious website. Always download on Google Play. Don't download your games because it's hacked and so because it's cracked and so on. So these are some common questions about ActiveGuard. Performance, yes. Does the performance eat up the battery? No, because we constantly review our performance against the battery optimization. We want to make sure that the battery optimization is always up to par. So we're testing our devices against many times throughout the year to ensure that it doesn't drain your battery. And the privacy is utmost because we respect our users' privacy. We're very strict on privacy. We don't sell our customers' data to third parties because we don't even store their private data at all. There's no personal data about you ever comes into our server. We respect that. We don't sell your data to third parties because we don't have that. The only thing that comes to our server is the identified malwares, viruses, and threats. And if you don't want this information to come to us, we use this information to build up the AI cybersecurity engine to protect everyone else. And if you don't want that to happen, all you have to do is to go to settings and turn off telemetry, and no information about you from your phone will ever come into our server. And because we respect users' privacy and data, ActiveGuard is designed to protect your digital privacy and footprint. Not to not We are not here to invade your digital privacy. We are not here to track your digital footprint. We're here to protect you from all these intrusions of privacy. So just download ActiveGuard. If you have any questions and any comment that you're viewing, that you have about ActiveGuard, just post it on the social media site that you're viewing this content on. We are streaming this content to more than 20 over social media platforms. So you just leave it on the social media site that you're viewing this content on, and we'll get back to you on your question, on your comment as soon as possible. So basically, that's about it. But before I go, just want to talk about one more product that is PDF, this PDF privacy viewer, because now a lot of hackers, they are, how they hack you, right? One of the methods that a hacker hack you is to draft a very official looking email to you telling you that you're late for payment or something like this, and they embed this malicious link on the email that when you click, you will download a malicious software on your computer or on your devices. So what happens is that now they are invading PDF, and this PDF is very scary, okay? Apart from having malicious links, some PDF products are very dangerous because the moment you use their product to view the content that you're looking at, it actually sends information about that content that you're viewing back to their server to train their AI models. So you could be viewing your bills and so on, and all this data is being sent to the PDF company's server for them to understand what kind of content you are viewing. I wouldn't want that to happen. But anyway, this is the PDF solution to it. Basically, it has the safe mode button, and it doesn't have telemetry, means that it's secure. All information stays locally. It works even if the internet is off, but not so for certain PDF. It's so dangerous right now. Some PDF, they require internet to work, and it's very dangerous. And even if you turn off the internet, the moment you open the document with your PDF, it archives that particular information on a folder. And when you turn the internet back on, it will send that information about the PDF content to the server at a later stage. So it's that dangerous. So this PDF viewer, that even I also use it, what it does is that it protects you from telemetry attacks, and it also have a safe mode button. You just press it, you'll scan the entire document and protect you from malicious link. But the main focus for this, as what I explained, the various kind of attack is to download ActiveGuard. This is a highly advanced, it comes with the highly advanced intrusion detection system, and you can start using it for free. It will protect you from many types of malicious attacks. Thank you for your attention during this webinar. We hold this webinar very regularly, and we hope to see you in the next sharing session. Thank you.